clear the finish line. Good run coming. Hurry, hurry. I mean the horsey.
This bombshell beauty right here can ride like the wind. She got one more to go.
And new leader for the 17 for 3-3.
Hey guys, welcome to Barrel Race Your Life. My name's Maddi-Stoltman. I'm coming to you from the oven, it feels like. It is 116 degrees on my temperature gauge right now, which is crazy hot for Washington. We are not used to this. So we're having the wildest heat wave. So it's been a bit extreme the last couple days. I've been riding really early in the morning, trying to beat the heat as much as possible. And then I'm actually headed out to some rodeos tomorrow, and thankfully it's gonna be just a touch cooler. But anyway, I will show you guys about things here this past week. Bought her some new ones. Oh. Easy. Oh. Girl. I gotta give a shout out to the CAMBOX company because this product is awesome. You can just strap it right underneath the brim of your hat or helmet, and I love it. This is the CAMBOX 4, so they've come a long ways. I had a CAMBOX 3 before. They also do a trade-up program often where they'll give you some credit if you trade in your old CAMBOX and get a new one. If you guys want one of these, you can use code MADDI5 at checkout and it'll give you a little discount. But I'm really impressed with this one. The CAMBOX 4 is significantly more easy to use than the CAMBOX 3. There's a really stable video and they've done such a good job with it. So just wanted to give them a little plug. They make an awesome product. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, I'm out here watering horses. It's almost dark. Just got home from the barrel race. I took Jada and River today. They did really good. Jada, we're just gonna have to smooth things out a little bit, I feel like, which is to be expected. She's had almost 2 years since her last run. But she had a big slip too on the third barrel, so that was kind of, I mean, not her fault. She felt really good though, so that was really cool. And then River also had a slip at the third barrel, so the third barrel really wasn't our friend today. But she did really, really well. And her second barrel in particular, she did not fight me even one little bit. It felt really, really good. So I was really happy with her as well. Jada, even with her big slip, ended up fourth in the 1D. And then River she won the 3D tonight, which was super cool. So they were both, I'm really happy with them. So I'm excited to get to make some more runs on Jada and kind of get back to get her groove back a little bit. It's going to take a bit, but she feels amazing. So I feel like we're going to be moving in the right direction. So after Barrel Club, I felt like maybe I had a little bit too much bit in Jada's mouth. Although it was the same bit from before, it just felt like too much. So I put her in a hackamore and thought I'd just make a run through at home and see how it felt, and I think she really likes it. pulling out to head down to Prineville, Oregon. It is 1 million degrees. By that I mean 105. That's pretty hot. So I feel bad for the horses because the timing, there was no good time for me to haul them today. It's like 3 p.m. and I'm hitting the road. So I got a couple of the windows open and I'm just hoping they stay cool in there. But I feel bad, it just is what it is. At least they'll have a little break before the rodeo tonight. So off we go. Here with Darth Vader. Hi. Got Cody's rope horse, or one of, here to be a buddy horse for Mr. Claude. Got some good sleep. One of Cody's oldest and closest friends lives in Prineville now, so I had somewhere to stay, put my horses out, so that was really nice. They got to get a little pasture time. Wheeled in there probably 11:30 last night. Claude did really good. He had a great run. He was not super excited about going in the gate, and I think I know why. This is a little reminder to myself and for you guys to listen to your gut. So I was out on the track warming up, and between the rodeo performance and the slack, which I was running in the slack, they opened the arena so you could go ride in the arena, and they still had the music going and the lights were on, and there's still lots of people in the stands and the beer garden and whatever. And I went in there with some friends because they were going to go walk around the arena, and I thought, oh perfect, I'll go do that too. Claude was not okay with that. We were dancing sideways, he was tossing his head, he was snorting, his eyes were huge, I could feel his heart beating through my saddle, and I went, I should not have come in here. So I turned around and left, did one lap, and immediately regretted my decision to go in there at all. And then when it was my turn to run, he was really nervous. So I think I'm better to do what I usually do, which is stay away from the arena until it's my turn. That seemed like a good idea in the moment, and it did not serve me well when it was my turn to run. So that was my bad. Sorry, Claude. But use this as a reminder. Listen to your gut. Stick with your plan. Just because other people do something doesn't mean it's going to be right for you or your horse. I knew better. I just didn't really think much of it. Anyway, he went in, did great. He was an 18.0. When I left there, a 17.7 was still the fast time, and I think now it's got faster than that, which is fine. So we had a couple slips that cost us some time, which sucks, but couldn't fault Claude at all. I mean, he did great. Slipped a little at the first barrel, and then he slipped at the third barrel, and it caused me to we kind of went further by and sort of bubbled off of it, and so not his fault at all. He tried his guts out. I'm really happy with him. He ran really hard. The run was beautiful other than the slips, which are just inevitable sometimes. So, it's just one of those things. Just wasn't our turn to win this time around, but I cannot fault him one bit. I'm excited for this coming week because we have a whole lot of rodeos to go to, but very proud of him. And, it's always a good time. I'm always happy to get to go to these rodeos, so grateful for that. But anyway, off we go, headed home. I also want to say about when he didn't really want to go in the gate. I got kind of flustered really quick. It's not like a barrel race where they're kind of patient and they'll wait for you. Like at these rodeos, thankfully it wasn't under performance, but regardless, when they call your name, you better be ready. And they were calling my name, and I was trying, but he was backing up. So they tried to roll me to the next girl, and I yelled at them and said, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. got yelled back at by the judge, and he was not very friendly. So I kind of got panicky, and I got a little out of my head and kind of freaked out a bit. Another girl who was very kind came up to me and she said, "Do you want me to walk up with you?" And I said, "Yes, please." And then my other friend who was around, she was up later, she just said, "Hey, it's okay, take a breath, we'll get him in." She hops off her horse and walked him on foot. And honestly, barrel racing is the coolest sport, because where else and what other sport do you experience things like that, where other girls are just immediately willing to help you, even though you're competing against each other. So thank you to you kind girls who told me to just take a breath, it's gonna be okay, and help me get my horse in. So seriously, so grateful for that. Well, I'm home. It's about 1,000,000 degrees. By 1,000,000 degrees, today it's gonna reach, I think it's 110. So I'm trying to get creative on ways to keep these horses cooled off, because we don't have shelters, so they can't really get out of the sun. So for these boys here, I've got a sprinkler set up, and my little plan worked. I put it on the fence, and it actually gets all 3 horse pens. So if they'd like to go stand there and cool off, they can. I know, you guys need to go in, it's hot. It's also like 9:30 a.m., 9:40, and I'm already melting. So we're just not really used to this kind of heat up here. Well, day 2 of the ridiculous heat. The boys like their sprinkler. Everybody's standing in it. So that's good news. I'm sure that helped keep them cooler. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm packing up and headed out tomorrow. My first stop is going to be St. Paul Rodeo. I'm going to run there on Thursday. I'm really excited because the fact that I even got into St. Paul is a big honor. It's a big rodeo. It's limited entries, and I'm still on a permit. So I am super stoked that I got into St. Paul. Claude and I will run there Thursday. Then Friday night, I'm in the performance at Toppenish Rodeo. And then Saturday through Monday, I'll be barrel racing Jada at the big barrel race in Scappoose, Oregon, which is near Portland. And then Sunday morning, I will also be running Claude at Eugene Rodeo Slack. So it's going to be a busy weekend. Not quite as wild as a lot of people's 4th of July run. It's the Cowboy Christmas, they call it. Very, very busy. There's lots of rodeos to go to. I opted to stay within our circuit. As much as I would love to drive all over God's green earth and go to all of the rodeos that happen over this weekend, like some people do, it's a little hard on the checkbook. So I'm hoping for that next year. But this year we'll be kind of sticking to the Oregon, Washington area, and I'm really looking forward to it. So Claude's been doing awesome. Jada feels great. I'm really looking forward to getting to take them both down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm headed to stay with my friend Rachel. Her parents live in Molalla, Oregon, so we'll have kind of a home base, and her and I can go together to everything. So really looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. So for the rest of you guys, happy Canada Day coming up, and happy 4th of July to my Americans. So I always appreciate you guys, and if you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel.